Hey everyone, this is Vi. I'm checking out Reddit Feedback Friday games. Right now we got Marble Race. This is currently inspired by Hamster Ball and Marble Madness. So just checking out the Reddit post here. It says race through levels and avoid obstacles and enemies. Race solo or with your friends. Compete against AI or friends in Battle Arena. Build your own levels and share them with your friends. Interesting. Disclaimer, pretty early build, lots of bugs. Editor is not user-friendly. What I am looking for. Is the game fun? Bugs? Do you know what to do? I only have a couple of super easy levels, so is the difficulty okay? Aren't they too short? Other things. Okay. Well, we're gonna give you lots of other things, hopefully. Give this a try. It's got an interesting looking opening menu here. I know I gotta get rid of my overlay. There we go. So I've not seen anything past the screen. Now I'm gonna try turning on my Xbox controller here. I don't know that this will work. I don't think controls are mentioned, so I'm gonna try clicking on settings here. Control. Oh, we got Xbox 360. Looks like we have a little toggle switch here. Oh, we got a nice little input thing. That's nice. So something to keep in mind, because I can see it right here, and I tend to mention this a lot, unfortunately. You may notice if you hold your controller, since you got the graphic right here, it's a nice demonstration of this. If you hold your controller and just just try to move the thumbstick left and right like you normally do, you'll notice it's got a little bit of a diagonal. So unfortunately, this is just the way the drivers work. Both the hardware and the drivers, I guess, they don't accommodate for the fact that you naturally move your thumb in a way that's not directly left and right. Like if I try and do it directly left and right, it's kind of hard. Like I can't even do it very well. So yeah, you can see how that can kind of mess up your controls in games. So unfortunately, you kind of just have to write kind of custom control that just accommodates for that fact. Here's up and down. There you go. There's just a slight tilt there. If you look at a GameCube controller, if you got one of those, you can notice that they actually, because it has the notches around the edges there, you can see that they tilted it slightly, so it's correct. But in any case, yeah, I can only assume that that's gonna affect the gameplay a little bit. Let's check out these other options here. We got I don't know if this, I'm gonna guess this counts for if it's not in full screen mode. But yeah, that's my native resolution there. Quality, let's set that right to ultra. I think my machine can handle it. Probably. Audio. Got sound levels, we got HUD debug info, interesting. Hints. Co-op camera split screen or moving. UI scale 35%. UI safe zone. Don't know what that is. Interesting. All right, so I like this UI. Ooh, this got very white all of a sudden. So is it supposed to do that? Or it was always white, wasn't it? I don't remember now. But yeah, I like this aesthetic for the UI. It's a little bare bones, obviously. But I think it's nice, so that's cool. Oh, this is the level builder, apparently. This is really nice, actually, the little loading screen icon down there. It takes a while to load, though. Quite a while. This is, I mean, I've got an SSD and everything. Wow. I am using the downloaded version, by the way. This isn't the web build. Huh. Well, I wonder why it's taking so long. Is it gonna get there? Is there a way to cancel and go back? There doesn't appear to be, so that's not great. Well, I'll wait a little while longer, but eventually I'm gonna have to give up on this here. Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to just Alt F4 this, unfortunately, so let's get out of there. We'll relaunch the game. I'm not sure if that was correct behavior there or not. But, yeah, I gotta get into the game because I can't just leave people watching this forever. So let's see that. Make sure this is hooked into OBS here. It isn't. There it goes. All right. Let's try playing. All right. We got race, arena, and practice. Interesting. Guess we want to race. Pink, blue, orange, green. I guess we got 4 players. This is kind of nice that you can just click this on and off. I guess this is local multiplayer, presumably. And these are grayed out. Pink A. Wonder why it's pink A. Alright, we're gonna try this. I got the controller. Alright, use left stick Y plus left stick. Oh, controls can be changed in the options. The game's paused. I couldn't finish reading the first one there because it's apparently telling me what the movement was, which should have just said left stick, but it was telling me like all the axes and everything. So yeah, I wasn't really focusing on playing. It seems pretty functional so far. Race time, bonus time. What does bonus time mean? Personal best. Now there's some UI stuff around the edges here, and it doesn't appear that I can interact with this with the controller, unfortunately, which means I need to reach for my mouse, I guess? No, what is that? Pause? Options? I don't know what this is, or what is this, like restart, and this is what, like edit or something? Can I like open the editor for this level, or what does this mean? Does that return to menu? Be nice to have some tooltips, you know, when you hover over stuff so you can see what it is, instead of having to guess what the icons mean. But yeah, it would also be nice if you could interact with this stuff with the controller. So yeah, very easy so far in this one level that I'm doing again, because I didn't really do it right before. I guess there was some kind of a UI element before that kind of disappeared afterwards. That was showing you like the direction you were moving. I think I'm guessing this icon means return to menu, and then this is like replay or whatever. I got a silver, I guess. That wasn't good enough for gold, apparently. And there's this pause thing. Which is telling me the options and stuff. Interesting. So we want to go here. It's blue now. We're on blue. Alright, blue has more than one. Okay. Oops. Alright, so it's very short. It'd be nice if there was like a next stage type of thing instead of going all the way back to like the opening menu there. Why does it say 23? I wonder what that means. I don't know what that means. Where am I going? It's hard to... Can't really see. Alright. So... I guess the camera just kind of stays centered around the ball here. What is this? Oh, that's the next level thing I was just talking about. But yeah, it doesn't really show very well like where I'm going. The camera, I mean. Ooh. Wow, that was very unexpected. Okay, I gotta hold the direction, apparently. It's a little weird. No, I'm going this way. Yeah, so you kind of have to know the level. I mean, it makes sense that you have to know the level to get the best time, obviously. But it would be nice to be able to see a little bit better where you're going instead of just exactly where you are, because, you know, the 16:9 aspect ratio and everything, you can't see down very far. Like, you can see to your left and right a lot further than you can see down or up, but So far we've been going down. So, and especially with the camera tilted the way it is also. The angle, I mean. We can technically see up a little further than we can see down. Well, it depends on the level layout, I guess, but... Alright, click next thing. We're doing orange B. I don't know what the bonus time is there. Whoa. Yeah, see, I don't see anything coming. I have to kind of already know it's there. Which is not really how I like to play games. I mean, obviously games are like that where... Oh, that's pretty annoying. It's like the camera doesn't really get over there in time for you to react to it. But yeah, I appreciate when games kind of enable you to play them sort of on the fly, like without having to fail a couple times for every challenge you face, that kind of thing. Obviously games need to have some kind of fail condition, but generally I believe that games should kind of give you the, I guess, the opportunity to not fail the first time. Oh. Well, I didn't know that was a thing. So apparently you can take little... Well, that wasn't very big even. Ah, interesting. Alright, so I guess you're trying to prevent taking shortcuts. It's an interesting design choice. Obviously, if you want to force people to go around and do whatever, that'll do the trick. You have to be careful about the fact that it's a little difficult to judge like what is a legal jump, I guess, and what isn't, what will actually kill you. So there might be kind of a, there's a really fine line there between like totally ruining your entire time and, being successful, even, shaving a little bit of time off. So that has the potential to be pretty frustrating. So you gotta be pretty careful with that. I definitely like in games like Super Monkey Ball where you can actually kind of abuse the there's no penalty for just leaping off the side, as long as you actually land back on the stage. But yeah, you can actually abuse that to get way better times and stuff, and in my opinion that's pretty fun. So it might force you to think more about that when you're designing the levels and stuff, but it might be fun to just be able to do that sort of thing if you want to. Now I don't really know what to do about this. It seems kind of almost random. Alright, get up there. See, I can't go. I can't see where I'm going. Okay. I got a little nervous there because it was just shooting downwards, but is that it? There should be a restart button, I think, in your kind of quick things here, in case you just want to improve your time or whatever. Alright, just like that. Oh, no, I didn't make it up there. Oh, I didn't make it up there. Ooh, here we go. I also find a little what? That little visual thing above the ball there, I don't know what that means. I also find it a little mildly frustrating that... Why is it doing that? That when you finish, you can't keep moving around. Like, I want to keep moving the ball around. So, be a nice touch if you could do that. I don't really see much reason why you shouldn't be able to. I mean, it kind of finishes the level for you, but it'd be nice to just have the freedom to do that. I'm just gonna try this one more time. I believe this is like the last level. Is this randomized? Because if you're gonna add random elements, it's what? Okay. I don't think that was intentional. That was not what I was expecting. That's really annoying. If the things just completely block the way. I mean, come on. But yeah, also like... Okay, I didn't die this time. Putting randomized elements in the levels in a game like this is probably not a good idea. I mean, sure, it can kind of make things exciting in some twisted way, but with a game that's kind of all about optimizing, shoot. Yeah, it's just really, it's not a good idea at all. You could be talking about somebody like making their best time or something, and then they just get screwed over by something that's random. Like, that's not fun at all. So, assuming that I'm not mistaken about that being random, because I don't know for sure, but it's appearing that way to me. I think I'm correct in that, and yeah, see, that's really mean. Yeah, I would not recommend randomizing things like that at all. I can't really think of a way to make that kind of justified, personally, so that's my recommendation. Let's go back to the menu here. It seems like we played through all the levels, I suppose. Oh, there's arena. Well, we have a CPU, okay, so apparently there's AI and stuff. So yeah, there's more game to check out. We got little half pipes, quarter pipes on the... Oh, I didn't know which one I was. Okay, okay. Oh, there's no pause button here. That was kind of lame, because I started out, I thought I was on the left. But... I guess we just bonk each other, but... Well... Is there any... I mean, I have played games with this premise before, but they all had some kind of element, some kind of extra element to them. I mean, I guess you can, maybe you can use the quarter pipes for something. I don't really know at this point. So there's a game called Bonk, which is a web game, which is a little like this, except it's 2D. It's a side-on view, and in that game you can kind of control the weight of your ball by pressing a button. It gets heavier, and it's limited by, you know, it kind of recharges over time, and then you expend it while it's active. But so you have to manage how you use it. But you know, you can kind of turn that on when you get ready to hit someone, so that you hit them with more inertia, you know, that kind of thing. Super Monkey Ball had a mode that was very, very similar to this one. It's the same view and everything, but they had little boxing gloves on the front with springs on them, so you could punch the other people. And that was a ton of fun, actually. So yeah, this is I'm not really sure. I mean, I'd obviously have to play against a human player to really get a feel of how this plays, but it'd be nice if there's I think it'd be nice if there's some little extra element to it. I don't really know how these quarter pipes would play into that, so I am curious about that for sure. Let's try to go back to the menu here. Oh, we can go into these. They're grayed out, so I figured we couldn't. Oh, this is interesting. I'm on the right, I guess. I don't know what that little icon above the ball means. Is it random? Or does it always go like clockwise? Looks like it's clockwise, yeah. Oops. It's not super clear if you look down here. Like, this is all kind of flat shaded, so it's a little hard to tell that there's like where the boundaries are here and like up here. I can't differentiate whatsoever between this and where the edge is to fall off on this part, so something to keep in mind. You know, those are pretty important to know where the boundaries are. Interesting. I don't really know how to how to use these things in the context of like combat or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, the AI is not great. So we got green. I'm pretty curious about what the different levels are up to here. So this kind of makes sense. I like that there's a little bit of an acceleration on the cubes, so they don't just like jolt out at you. That's a nice little touch. Gotta have time to react to them. Wow, you get going pretty fast, pretty quick. It's easy to roll off. Alright, I want to check out the other levels here. We got pink and blue. Looks like they just have different kinds of walls. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I'm not even going to play this one because I just want to see it. I like that the music is kind of omnipresent. That's always a touch that I appreciate in games. It's not always being disrupted and you can just kind of enjoy it. Alright, loading blue. Yeah, it's just different kinds of walls. It looks a little different. Again, I forgot. I expect myself to be on the left here because I'm like player 1 or whatever, but it seems to not be the case. I like the little rolly sound, something satisfying about that. And you can play this with one hand. I realize I can leave my hand on the mouse if I want to and use my finger for the controller. I think I checked out all of these, the arena ones. Yeah, okay. Oh, we can do 4 players, but practice a weird level, teleport fun, okay. I didn't know these were here. Okay, well. That looked different from the picture. Now, do I have air control? I do, but it doesn't appear to be a reason to... Okay. Oh, there's a place back there, though. What was that? I saw it briefly. Yeah, you see it there? So yeah, this is probably... I think the developer is fooling around with these. It's kind of goofy right now. Let's see this weird level. Okay. I guess this is it. This is the weird level. I don't know what the intention was here. This is just kind of the beginning of something, I guess. Alright, nice little sound effects. Oh, that... Well, I forgot that you can't even do that. Yeah, okay, so I think we kind of checked out all the levels and everything so far. Obviously the levels that are presented are pretty easy. I think you could ramp up the challenge a little faster. I don't know how rapidly you can build levels, like how many you might consider putting in the final game. Perhaps you can make like a whole pile. But I mean, there's kind of 2 elements to this, right? You can think of it as getting the best time, or you can think of it as just completing it. So you can make levels that are really hard to complete, and for some players that might be enough. They just want to, you know, complete them, and the challenge of that is good enough for them. Other players might want to challenge themselves by optimizing and doing the sort of time race kind of thing. So those are 2 different aspects that you can explore in this kind of game. So yeah, as I was mentioning, I do think you could consider making the difficulty ramp up a little faster. There's not really that many stages so far, but I mean, they're all like, you can basically just finish them the first time every time, because there's no real challenge in finishing any of these. but there, like I mentioned before, there is that little element of you can optimize your time, which would take a few tries and whatever, and you get these medals, which is nice. So yeah, I think you could explore that, just making it more challenging to complete, you know, sooner. And that'd be fun, because I personally would probably rather spend more effort towards completing difficult levels, rather than getting the best times. So that appeals to me a little bit more. But yeah, I think I've pretty much seen everything. I think the aesthetic is great. It's very minimal, but it still looks real nice. So that's cool. It's got not very many sound effects, but they're nice. And the music in the background's pretty fitting. Hopefully in a final game it would have a little more variety in the music, because you'd be playing it for a while, presumably. It's just kind of looping forever. But yeah, it's real nice so far. I think it feels... the overall presentation makes it feel pretty polished. So that's nice, because a lot of games I play don't really have that yet, but these very unfinished games. So yeah, kudos for that for sure. The game works. I think it could be a lot of fun if you make a lot of good levels. It's nice that you have some interesting things like the teleports and stuff. You have to... I would personally tweak the teleports a little bit so that they don't shove you back through the other end instantly, and maybe they just kind of spit you out onto the ground or something, you know. But yeah, if you can make a lot more interesting sort of mechanical elements like that in the stages, it'll make it really interesting, I think. So yep, hopefully you found this video useful. And for sure, if you have any questions or whatever, just let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.